this is episode 2, and in this episode, we are gonna react and redesign our new website that we got from Ajay. So it's adly.agencies, as you can see on my screen right now, right? So this is the site that I'm gonna redesign today, and this looks pretty cool. Colors are very nice, popping and everything. The fonts are great. The animation is on point. Since it's a marketing website, right? It should have a lot of things that should be in marketing website to work, or maybe to bring client to the agency. So we are gonna go deep dive into that part because I have been exposed to this marketing design site for a year or so. So I kind of have a lot of experience on that part. So I might help him to have the things on his website so that website seems legit and it will seem that you are really good agency whom as a client I can trust for my designs or campaigns or brandings or anything about that, right? So first things first, I just want to go through this site and react on how I felt after I saw this website and everything. First thing is Nava. The Nava is super cool. I like the colors you have used and everything about that, but this thing, I don't know what it is, like brand built on how it scales and everything. But yeah, is it really necessary? Like, is it giving any importance to the site? Let's do one thing. Let's go to Figma. I have this site already in my Figma screen. It will be really easier for us to have the talk about that. I also made some notes on the things so that I don't forget what I really need to talk about on this part. So first of all, this is the first fold of the website. It's the screen, or the viewport that anyone who comes to this site sees for the first time. And I am like, this thing, this element makes no difference here. Waste of real estate here, right? And another thing is like the headline is super nice, I agree, but the thing is that what importance is it giving to me? Like as a user or as a first time visitor of the site, what are the things that I'm going to know about your agency in the first glance or first fold? Because for the marketing website, the first fold is super important, like to have a lot of things that gives you a lot of impact as in like the user who comes to your site has to have an idea that what your company does, what you do, how you do, and who are your recent clients and what impact have you done to them. These are the main things that any user or client sees in your website as an agency or maybe as any company. And for the first fold of landing page, those 4 things are really important things that you have to make sure. And the main and most important thing of a first fold is that key CTA, call to action. Like what will be the first thing that users should do after he comes to your site? Call you, contact you, or maybe submit a form. That's how you make a marketing website. It should be functional. It should tell you who are you. It should give the idea of your recent clients or recent users or anything, and it should tell them what to do next. In this website, I see very vague title and it's animating obviously, and I will have to sit there for a few seconds to see what all you do. Marketing, after some time strategy and campaigns, and now I'm getting to know that you guys do branding, strategy and campaign. But is your user gonna stay on your hero page or the first fold for such long time? And there is no image or anything to showcase your this work, right? What you can do is simply just put some screenshots of your campaign, brand design system or something like that. Just have a screenshot. Screenshot is fine enough. Just still feel like that you have worked. Something is there in your agency. And next we come is to just scroll down and we come to VMers, creativity, tech and strategy. So what is new that your brand gives? Is the content seems like it's very ChatGPT type. It's not personalized to your brand or something like that. Like what makes you different? Who are you? How do you help client grow and everything, right? So that will be your focus on the first fold or maybe second fold as well. And the logos your brand has worked with are kind of good, but the problem is they are in second fold and nobody is gonna scroll to a second fold and then see the logos and everything. And then let's come to the third fold or third section, which is very, very bad. It seems very unprofessional. Like the icon is very small, heading is written on a pale thing. It looks like a button, but it is not a button. And also the font thing is super random. I think this font seems to be a default font. I don't know. It's just different fonts are used. This is different font. This is different font. This and this seems to be same, and then this is different, is same to heading. And then you come here and you see another font. Why will you have 3 fonts in the same site? Is it really a requirement to showcase a lot of things here? Performing marketing, SEO optimization, maybe club together, or maybe just have same SEO analytics and performance as a single service. Social media and digital marketing as a single service, maybe. I mean, is it really necessary to have this a lot of cards for services that you provide? I mean, it's not about service that you provide, right? It's about like how you market service to your clients so that they are attracted to you. And then let's come to an about section. First of all, the about section has no proper structure. I felt like that I just have to scroll through the heading first and then see the description and then see the data. For some reason, it can be optimized just by showcasing the things in a good layout so that it comes in a single viewport. So now let's come to this one, and this form has very bad UX. Let's see. I just don't choose any of the services and I just press next, and then it lets me to press next. And now if I don't write anything in the email box and I press next, it lets me go to the next step, right? Now I just don't want to type anything here, or maybe I type hi. Fine. Submit form. It says please complete all of this before submitting, and the submit button was here. It went here for some reason, and then I need to complete all of this before submitting. Now I want to go back, but there's no going back option here. To go back, I'll have to go through the browser back, and it took me some other site I was in. That's very bad UX. I'm just gonna review the landing page for this video, because if I go through all of the pages, there are a lot of things that really need to solve to have a good site. So let's just quickly skim through what we can do here the best. Okay. So first of all, I am just gonna use the same color theme he have used, because I love the color theme he used. I like it. The contrast is fine. So I'm just gonna use that same thing here. So I'm gonna use the same navbar for now. This is the first full voice now. I'm gonna just get rid of this part. I don't like it at all. It's not adding any value to our thing. Now let's go to some of the landing pages that I made for some company that I worked. So this was one of the landing pages that we worked on, and it's working super great for this company. Although it seems cluttered, it seems a lot of data is there, but no. For people who are from the companies that really use data pipeline, they will obviously go through this, because it has a lot of things that I really told about. It has the simple and sorted navigation thing, no extra thing that do not add any value to the user. And next part, it has visuals. It has a good headline and then some description about what is Hivo, what do we do, right? And then it has a call to action. Just type your email and try Hivo free, and you are redirected to the sign up page of this product. And simple as that. And it has reviews to have the trust factor, and to also enhance the trust factor, we have the data of who are using Hivo. Let's get started with something like that. So first of all, I'm gonna write a copy for this. First, I like to have the grid thing going on here, because I can't work without a grid. I think he used something else for the margin. He used 44, but I'm just gonna use 80 for the sake of this video, because I don't want anything else to do here right now. Perfect. So now this thing is up and ready to go. First thing first, I am really liking the font he used. So first, let's make some copy changes here. GPT to give me some good copy. I like this one, because the thing is that they are targeting someone who wants to build the brand that's a standard. So I think we have a decent heading and description with us. Now the main problem is that I think this heading is kind of hiding the description, because the heading is super big and the description seems super small. And then what we can do is next I have the CTA. So for CTA, I have seen here to use the black button here, and I just want to use the similar CTA for that as well, because the black color here stands out more than any other color that we have used. And this is get this one. Let's build something like, I want CTA to be actionable but short, right? So let's see what it gives. Let's begin. Let's begin is fine, but I want them to click on CTA and contact us, right? So main thing is what if you're an agency, you have to have a call today, right? So maybe book a call or schedule a call now, work with us, say hello, launch with us. Let's go with work with us because what we told them is build brands that set the standard, and then we are asking to work with us because we know how to build the brand, correct? So that's that. And so if you see the whole brand thing, it's coming super amazing, right? Now let's have some what they do UI UX, performance marketing, SEO, email, and everything. Let's go to Pinterest for now and just have some images for the landing page. What I'm planning to do here is I'm planning to have a bento box kind of thing or maybe something else. Okay, so we have this sorted here. I'm just slapping it as an image, but what you can do is to have some animation down there and then, just, play with a lot of things, then you can get an amazing looking site. Okay, so first thing first, let's go and see how it looks on. First of all, it looks cool. It looks way better than this site because it gives me no information about what the brand does, but it shows me what brand has done, what's their value proposition or something like that. Okay, so next part we are gonna do is we are gonna add logos, and we are gonna add logos in a certain way that people who wanna work with us know that we are working with bigger brand. So first of all, what we need to do, we have the images, we have the heading, we have the CTA, we have the logos and everything. Now mostly the things are set, right? But this has a character to this thing. Up to now we haven't added any character to the hero page because we wanted to get the basic right. Now let's add some character. So let's have this kind of, fade it out because you don't want to have a lot of impact on that part. So this is how you do, right? Now what we can do is just showcase the services that we do. But instead of having a lot of services, why not first just slap a very vibrant background color that you already have on the site? Because the thing is, if you have anything that draws attention of the user towards the screen after a certain folder or something like that, it will obviously make them want to scroll, right? So here the problem here is we have used, I think, a whole lot of real estate for this images part, so that it's becoming hard for us to incorporate that this sneak peek a little bit in the first fold. So if we just have it here, I know it's still not there, but we can make it there. And then now if we sneak peek, I see a services thing here, right? Now what we can do is one thing more. We just have a space here, clear bit, so that there is a breathing space for all the content in your page, right? And if you just saw that I messed up with this line, I should have grouped it with it, but never mind. Yeah, so there's the character first. Okay, so what we have here, next thing is that have a services, but not a lot of services, maybe maximum 4, because if you can club things, I can club a lot of things here. If you just see, I can club this, and similar to I can club this as well, because a lot of things are similar. I like that you give development and design both. Design can be one part, this marketing and content strategy can be a second part. Along with this, what we can have 4 things are design, anything that you want, design, marketing and branding, and then next is development. So these are the 4 things that can just showcase here. First of all, let's just try to visualize that how we can showcase it. I hate this hierarchy here. There's no proper hierarchy at all. So first of all, this emoji is not adding any value to this card, so just remove it, right? UI is designing the most important things here. Give it a good font size and okay, so perfect. I have the thing here. Now what we can do is like have a big image here, because without image, is your user going to be attracted to your thing? No, never. Take care. So just have some image. If I was you, I will have just done that, like have a list of my work that I can showcase and then have them as a video or maybe a GIF or anything, and I can just use it as a thumbnail so that it just keeps changing. My UX designs comes and go, come and go, come and go. It creates a visual hook to the user so that they can actually focus on what you are trying to show. See how big a difference it gives to your services. It's just a simple change that I did. It's not a simple, it's a lot, but yeah, it already gives a lot of things about your brand, about your work, how amazing it looks, how perfect it looks with the photo. Similarly, I just have other 4 categories here so that user doesn't get confused with a lot of services. I'm going to end this video here, but there are a lot of things that you can really improve, like make the layout of this part in an efficient way so that it just showcases in a single viewport. If I was you, I will have just like send this impacts to top floor so that it gets highlighted at the first only. And then what we can do is, like, for this contact form, I like the design, I like the idea, but the main problem here is UX is super bad because I can't go back in the form step even if I have made some error or something like that. So the error handling is super bad there. So that's the thing. But the thing is, I mean, it's simple changes are there. There's nothing much going on. It's just simple changes, some strategy about marketing website and all, but it makes a lot of sense, right? Just see the difference. How some really innovative examples give you a lot of, things to work with. So yeah, it was a super long video. I think it got around half an hour or something like that. But yeah, it had a lot of things that I have learned for past 1 year, and I tried to give it to you all in a very small video. And I know I have missed a lot of things there. There goes content strategy, there goes content writing, data analytics to just see what users are reacting to. There goes A/B testing. You need to test your site after you launch. Apart from that, there comes a lot of role of SEO, how your site is ranking, how your site quality is, what are the content you post, and everything. There are a lot of things that go through a marketing landing page. But on the design perspective, I tried to showcase you a lot of things that I knew, and it's not perfect. Like if you just copy this and you expect a lot of results, no, it's not going to be there in a single night. But the thing is that it's a good start for you. It's a great start because it has the basics right. So that's the thing. So just make sure your basics are right and make sure the things you start with are good to go, and then it will be amazing, right? So that was for this video. I will definitely see you next time, maybe next week with a next design problem or redesign. So yeah, stay tuned for the episode 3. Thank you so much for staying up till now, and make sure you like, subscribe, and maybe comment or feedback about that. And yeah, thank you so much.